Inside Out is a Pixar animated film that was released in 2015, a children's movie that to this day continues to be the center of many theories related to its story. Theories such as the protagonist appearing in other Pixar films, or the one about her being an adopted child. But these theories are not important. What is important is the story that Pixar wished to tell us with this little girl. What appears to be a simple children's movie that shows us the life of a little child named Riley can actually be one of the most complex and profound movies ever created by the studio, touching on topics of neuroscience and psychology in a subtle manner. Today, we're going to take a look at the theories of the film Inside Out. There have been other films utilizing a style similar to Inside Out. However, this movie focuses more on the emotions of the main character. Emotions such as joy, fear, disgust, sadness, and anger. At the beginning of the film, it is showed that joy is the dominant emotion in Riley's life, but everything changes when her parents decide to move to San Francisco. It is at that moment that the emotion sadness begins to take control over her life. But joy is continuously interfering with sadness, creating a conflict between them that negatively affects Riley. This conflict between emotions is actually an allegory. Riley is grieving, a process that takes her to a state of depression, a very dark and complex issue for a children's movie. In the book Mourning and Melancholia by Sigmund Freud, it explains the process of losing something that was loved in a conscious manner, and how we tend to deal with the lost in a subconscious manner. Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross established the stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. We can see the 5 stages of grief being manifested in the film, and something that is even more complex: childhood depression. In the movie, we can see how the existence of certain vital memories have molded Riley's personality, and how these memories can be affected by emotions, converting happy memories into sad memories, something that is commonly found in people suffering from depression. Nowadays, thanks to advancements in neuroscience, we know that the chemistry in our brain changes during depression, affecting the communication between neurotransmitters such as the serotonin. Antidepressants seek to correct this chemical imbalance in the brain. So you could say that Pixar is, in their own way, showing us what happens inside the brain of a person suffering from depression. Depression is an illness that affects the person's life by completely changing their behavior. From Riley's perspective, we can see how she falls into absolute depression, where her happiness turns into sadness, and most importantly, the moment in which joy and sadness abandons their posts, which results in Riley falling into a state of emotionless expression, one of the most common results of depression. Many people have theorized that in actuality, joy was the villain of the film. This could be explained by the words of the psychoanalyst Melanie Klein. She proposed that depression develops due to people's inability to express their feelings during a loss. When a person cannot process their emotions, the feeling of loss activates other defensive mechanisms in the brain, resulting in depression. This is what happens in the film. Joy desperately wanted to maintain control and did not allow Riley to express feelings of sadness, thus leading her into a state of depression and emotional loss. It wasn't until joy finally allowed sadness to take control that Riley was able to express her feelings and move on. Other symbolisms can be found in the film, such as the character Bing Bong, who he represents the childhood imagination which is lost over time. The clothes that Bing Bong wears has representative colors of each emotion, but there is an additional color that doesn't have a representation: the color orange. Many people speculate that this is an emotion that Riley has yet to discover. The film leaves many questions, such as why are the emotions of Riley's parents represented by their respective genders, but her emotions were of mixed genders? Some people believe that this is due to the fact that Riley is a child and that she is still being influenced by her parents' emotions. Without a doubt, this film has one of the most deepest stories ever created by Pixar. Tell me what you think about Inside Out. Is everything that happens in the film a metaphor for depression, or do you think it's just another childish film? What do you think the sixth emotion could be? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.